Well, now, wasn't that a beautiful intro? Anyway, hello, this is Vex, and welcome to the start of a brand new Let's Play. As you can see, this is Valkyria Chronicles 4. I know I haven't done the first three, but, well, this game is brand new, and I wanted to play it. It is set in an alternate version of our own world, in an alternate version of World War II. So, let's begin the game. One good thing that we don't need to do is we actually don't need to have played the previous games to have any idea what's going on. At least from the very little bit I've played prior to starting this video up. Alright, so let's begin.
The day our hometown burned, that was the day we enlisted. At last, we had something to believe in, something worth fighting for. None of us yet knew. We couldn't foresee what this war would cost us. It was a battlefield, but it was where we grew up.
Thankfully, this game is mostly voice acted, so you don't have to put up with my rather bad voice acting and my very similar voices that constantly change. Look at these beautiful cel-shaded graphics. These are actually hand-drawn, guys. Not computer-generated. Well, probably drawn on the computer, but a little less than just normal CG graphics, I suppose.
Wind out of the northeast, clear skies, and nap time's over. Come on, Raz.
I wasn't napping, just resting my eyes. You gotta relax, man. You are way too freaking tense. Your hands are shaking. So sack up, Commander. It's about time we get ready to roll out. Let's show those imps what's coming to them.
Yeah.
We got a doggy.
A shift in the wind. There.
Huh? You getting those wind whispers again? Imperials incoming! All right, boys, it's go time!
Oh.
Squad E, do you read me? Squad E!
This is Commander Claude Wallace. Squad E.
The Imperial forces are on the move, heading for your position.
Ready to engage.
Do not let them break through to the front line. We're counting on you.
Roger that. Over.
Good luck, Squad E.
They won't advance until they're done shelling the area. We should have time to prepare. Kai, take a group to that southern hill and slow down their left flank. Raz, take 2 soldiers east and make some noise for me. You got that?
Gotcha. Keep up or get left behind. At your command.
Hoffman, roll out!
I think that's the name of our tank.
Squad E, ready to engage. All right. Just remember your training. We can do this. Eliminate all Imperial hostiles. Let's stop their advance. Squad E, move out! All set, Raz?
Just say the word, boss. I'm locked, loaded, and in-freaking-vincible.
Okay. First, we'll see how they respond to some infantry. Squad E, move out!
One thing to note, which I didn't mention, is we're actually a militia. Not sure if it'll name that or say that in a bit, but we're part of a militia which gets conscripted when war breaks out. That's why we are Squad E. We're Squad E of a militia. If you've actually played any of the other Valkyria Chronicles, this game actually takes place in the same time as the first game, just with a different squad. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think we're squad 7 on, or something like that, in the first game. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember. It's been a while. Anyway, let's continue on.
Okay. Looks like everyone's in position. Finally. It's time. I'm their commander. It's up to me to get everyone out alive.
No pressure.
Concentrate. Remember your training. We can do this. I can do this.
As you can probably guess, this is the tutorial level. Well, this is tutorial for command mode. When combat starts, you'll see a map of the area of your unit's positions. This is referred to as command mode. Here you'll select the unit you'd like to move based on the terrain and their respective position to the enemy. Move the cursor to Raz with the left trigger, or jump to him with the D-pad. Press X to enter action mode. Right. See, Raz is here in blue. That icon that's there is for Shock Trooper, which is his class. These guys are obviously Scout, as Scouts denoted by their name and that little icon over their position. Right, so press X on Raz here to select him.
Here comes the pain!
Tutorial for action mode. Select a unit, switches the action mode where they can move and attack. Move with the left trigger button or joystick, whatever. The AP gouge at the bottom of the screen will slowly deplete while the unit is in motion. Once a soldier runs out of AP, they will be left unable to move. Order Raz to move forward to the sandbags.
Let's get this over
Okay.
Got enemies
Gonna move
here!
up. Yep. Enemies alright. Tutorial for attacking. Now that they have moved into position, it's time to attack. Press the R1 button in action mode to enter target mode. Move the cursor, the crosshairs with the right trigger, or press L1 and R1 to snap between targets. Press X to attack. If the enemy survives, they might counterattack, so try to make every shot count. I'm going to move in a little closer because we can crouch behind these sandbags for extra defense. Alright, and we're attacking him from behind, so less chance of him countering. So let's do it!
Wide open!
Hahaha, gotcha! Ending actions. Troops can only attack once per action. Once the unit is done moving and attacking, end the actions, return to command mode. Press the big middle button on my PS4 controller to end the unit's action. Or you can end the action even if the unit is left over AP or is not attacked yet. Pressing circle can also end the action, in which case you got a confirmation thing.
They're good.
Let's just end here.
Damn it, these assholes are in my way. I can't break through this.
Why not? You're invincible, right? Are you really getting tripped up over some common foot soldiers? Why don't you ever stop and think?
Oh,
Oh, shut up. Just hurry and take them out, will ya?
Thought you'd never ask.
oh, I think
This
she's a
won't take long.
sniper. Kai is deployed. Yeah, I'd say so. That icon there is definitely a sniper
Now
icon.
advancing.
Tutorial on snipers. Sniper class specializes in shooting down enemies from afar. Zoom in and out during target mode by using the right thumb trigger thing, up or down. Use the scope to line up headshots. As you could probably imagine, headshots do more damage. And with the sniper rifle, we get into this. We'll zoom in. And I will try to aim for his head.
There.
Nice shot.
Too easy.
I see. They're good.
Right, let's get Kai down here.
You're the front line's last defense.
Alright, done. I don't think we need to do anything more, so we'll just end the turn. CP and ending phases. Selecting a unit in command mode uses up 1 command point. CP refers to the number of times you can control a unit per phase. When CP reaches 0, the player ends phase and the enemy phase begins. Pressing circle or the big button ends the turn with leftover CP. Be mindful of your positioning before the enemy phase begins. Right, well, we don't need to use that last one, so I'll just end us here. Enemy phase. Oh, there's another guy coming up. Looks like they're just coming in with scouts. Scouts are easy peasy. And it's our turn again.
Here we go. About time, Claude.
Yeah, I know. Soldiers, forward! Now's our chance to take the offensive.
Backup has arrived. CP and consecutive actions. Command points are replenished at the start of each player phase. That's good. CP can be used on the same unit multiple times in a row. This is useful for cutting into enemy lines, hurrying past dangerous terrain, or finishing off a tenacious enemy. That said, they'll tire out and start with each consecutive action with less AP than the last. CP that goes unused during one phase will, however, roll over to the next. Oh, that's good. How you choose to manage your CP will determine the fate of your squad. Okay, and you'll notice we got a whole bunch of new troops. Got a couple more scouts of our own. Curtis and Nico. And we got another shock trooper named Zyga.
Understood.
Let's move him up first. And we already know about sandbags. They provide cover. Move behind a sandbag and press X when crouch appears to take cover. We've already done that. Crouching makes the unit harder to hit and negates extra headshot damage. Take cover behind sandbags as you move. Which that basically means is makes us harder to hit. Uh-oh, we've gotten to range of this guy. Aiming and weak points. Critical hits, just headshots, deal greater damage than normal. Who'da thunk it? Use L trigger to move, to quickly aim if you're using a controller, which I am. The D-pad provides more precise control. Shots fired will generally land within the circle marked in your line of sight. Increase your chance of landing a hit by lining up your shot so that the target will remain within the circle. 2 kill shots, this is up the top there, shows how many shots must connect to eliminate the target. This number indicates whether your shots will reach the enemy. What number? Okay. This number indicates whether your shots will reach the enemy or if you're aiming at a weak point. Okay, we only need 7 shots to actually kill this guy. You'll notice that orange outline there. That's the circle that they were talking about. And our crosshairs in the middle. Up at the top there, you'll notice it says 20 shots, which means we're going to shoot 20 times with our machine gun. And only 7 of those bullets actually need to connect to take this guy out. Hopefully, we'll take him out.
Let's go!
Gotcha! Ha ha ha!
All right!
I should have expected as much from you.
Right, so you're good. Now, each of the different troop classes are obviously different. Shock troopers have pretty decent hit points, and their machine guns. They're pretty versatile units. Scouts have less health. They only use rifles, so they only have 5 shots per turn, whereas those shock troopers have 20 normally. But scouts also have much higher movement than shock troopers. And if I can go there, Kai here is a sniper. They don't have much movement, and they have even less health. So try to keep them far back. Obviously, because sniper. But because of their sniping weapon, they do a fair bit of damage. Now,
Let's get this over
you may
with.
notice in the bottom right-hand corner by Kai's weapon,
Situation
it actually shows the number 3, which means she can only fire 3 times.
We know you're
She only
there.
takes 1 shot per turn, but if you remember, it said that we can use people multiple times. So we can use Kai 3 times to kill 3 separate people, if possible. I believe she gains 1 bullet per turn, so to a maximum of 3. So we could use her 3 times in 1 turn and then only 1 the next turn. It's a double-edged sword, but let's hit this guy in the head. Gotcha! Ha ha ha!
Too easy.
Nice shot.
Very nice shot. Oh, that doesn't look good. We're not equipped to take that out.
Busting out the tanks, huh? This one's all yours, Claude.
That's right. We're in a tank of our own, aren't we?
It's our turn now. Fire up the engine, Miles.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the Hoffman's moving out. Destroy the enemy tank.
And of course we gotta climb back into the tank so we don't get our own headshots. Tutorial on tanks. Tanks boost firepower and endurance far beyond that of foot soldiers. No kidding! They can withstand gunfire from enemy infantry, making them a solid wall for your soldiers to use as cover. Tanks can destroy objects marked with a red X on the map, either by firing a cannon or driving into them. Tanks cannot fit into narrow passages, so advance with infantry in such cases. Areas such as down here. Now we've got our tank here. What's nice is, in the previous games, it actually took 2 command points to use a tank. It's only taken 1 now, which is pretty awesome.
Okay, moving out.
Right. Tanks are obviously a little bit slower, but because of their extra
Going
armor,
over with the Vanguard.
we can actually use them to, well, okay, good.
Enemy tank! Be careful!
As I said, we can use them as a wall. Unfortunately, turning does use up some of our
You're not fighting back. Something's wrong.
targeting modes. Okay, now what we could do, and we'll probably do in the future, is move up with our tank as a mobile wall. As you could probably guess, just like in real life, tank's armor is strongest on the front, but it's still pretty strong on the sides. So quite often I will turn it, I can't right now, to the side, at least partially, you'll find out shortly,
Watch 'em run home
to
with their tails
give
between their
a
legs.
decent place for our guys to quickly hide behind. Alright, now let's shoot at this tank. Tank warfare. Tanks have 3 methods of attack: armor-piercing shells, mortar rounds, and a mounted machine gun. Armor-piercing shells are effective against tanks and other vehicles. Explosive mortars hit a broad area with a Ragnite blast, ideal against enemies. Ragnite is the fuel in this game. Think of it kind of like oil in a way. Mortars travel in an arc, aiming for the center of multiple foes to maximize firepower and preserve limited ammo. The machine gun is designed to strike foes who are too close for the mortar and to intercept incoming enemies. Press square on the PS4 controller to switch a tank's weapons. If you remember when our shock trooper got close-ish to that scout, he started to fire. That's what the machine gun does. Now, generally, you start off with using your armor-piercing rounds, and just like the sniper, you have 3 per turn, and I'm pretty sure they reset every turn. At least 1 per turn. We only get 1 mortar per turn. And it looks like we may actually be able to just barely hit the tank with our mortar if we wanted. And machine guns are infinite. Infinite ammo in this case. Well, I want to hit him with a armor-piercing round.
Fire!
Bang! Oh, we missed. That's no good.
How does the Federation side look?
Alright, well. I guess we'll just end the phase. I guess I could have moved up some of our troops at the back, couldn't I have? See, we're using our machine gun because the tank got close. Oh.
We can keep going.
That actually didn't do that much damage. Alright, now it's our turn.
Advancing.
Tank weak points. The glowing blue radiator plate at the tank's rear is its weak point, where even standard bullets can deal damage. Try to get behind enemy tanks for a chance to take them down while being careful not to expose your own rear to hostile fire. That's what I was talking about by being partially to our back, kind of like this, and getting them to hide on the far side away from the tank. Ooh, too far.
Just calm down.
Alright. Now, only our tank is going to be able to take out this thing. You'll notice, if we actually manage to hit the tank in its radiator, it's going to be a one-shot kill. Let's see if we can hit it.
Fire!
Oh, we didn't hit the radiator. But we did heavy damage.
Okay,
I'm going to do another one with our tank. Alright. Can we take him out now? Got him. Operation complete. Yay.
Anyone else want to try? Squatty, don't take shit from nobody. Claude knows what I'm... Whoa, you okay?
The flowers.
Oh, yeah. They didn't stand a chance.
Especially when we rolled over them with our tank.
Come on, man. You're supposed to be commander of the Ranger Corps.
Ranger Corps.
Commander still has a heart, same as a foot soldier. Rank doesn't make this any less painful to see.
Oh, but crying over flowers? Even little girls have bigger balls these days.
Maybe. But what matters is that their hearts...
Alright, I get it. Power of the heart, blah, blah, blah.
These two didn't seem to know each other quite well.
Look, just go turn in your report already, will ya? Can't go get sloshed if we're stuck here on standby.
You know, maybe we're not a militia. We seem very different than the characters from the first game. And like I said, I was pretty sure we were like Squad 7 in the first game. Not certain because it's been a while, but maybe we're not the same army.
Good point. I'll head to the command center.
Guess we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, you do that. And tell the brass to send us tougher imps to fight next time, yeah?
He's a hothead, isn't he? Alright. Engagement at Milt. Alright, we got an A rank for this. Perfect. Now we gain experience and monies, which is that DCT over there you see. Alright, let's continue on.
Prologue. Operation Northern Cross.
A new episode has been added. Book mode. Discover the untold story of the Second European War by viewing this chronicle. Select a new episode to continue. Saving. Well, obviously you can save. Save often. No kidding. Right. What's cool about this game is it takes place in this book. Each one, like, here's that first intro video where we're writing in our book, and then, like, okay, we gotta fight. Then there's the actual battle here, and the next video, which we haven't seen yet. Actually, I haven't even seen yet. I stopped my personal little playthrough to start recording at this point, so we're gonna see this together. I'll probably do this chapter and then end the video. Well, let's see what the next bit of story is. View this episode. Yep.
Sir, First Lieutenant Claude Wallace reporting in.
Good work out there. Glad you're still in one piece.
Yeah, based off this, I'm pretty sure that we're a different force in a different army. I might get into that later.
We're just about to go over our next operation.
Oh, good.
You're late. I'm sure you know standard procedure is to report immediately after a mission.
Oh, she seems like a tight ass.
Oh, Minerva. You're reporting too?
That's lieutenant to you, Claude. Don't get smart with me just because we share rank. I've got seniority.
Oh, lovely.
Sorry, Lieutenant Minerva Victor.
Well, let's get started. Minerva, give us a situation report.
Yes, sir. 3 months have passed since we went to war. I won't sugarcoat it. They're steamrolling us.
That doesn't sound good.
By this point, a third of our territory is under Imperial control. This is officially a crisis.
Yeah, we're getting our butts handed to us.
If it's that bad already, we won't even be able to sustain a war effort.
You're right. And the Empire's only gaining momentum. If this draws out much longer...
The Federation's finished.
As I said, this is a alternate version of World War II, where the Imperials is probably Germany, and the Axes of Evil, as they're called. Because, well, let's face it, they are pretty damn evil. And the Federation is like the Allies. Now, I know the first game took place in a neutral country called Gallia. It seems like we're members of the Federation, so we're definitely a different group, so possibly not a militia.
If we fall, that's it for Europa. Nobody else could stand against them.
Yeah, Europa, not Europe.
The Empire would take total control. It'd be a fascist continent ruled with an iron fist. We can't let that happen. Europa's future depends on us.
Which brings us to now. The top brass finally got off their seats and sent us a plan.
Well, that's good.
A counterattack that can turn the war around in one fell swoop, ready to be put into action.
That sounds good.
What are the orders?
We put all our force into one strike. Break through their defenses and hit them where they'll hurt most.
That seems risky.
Soldiers, supplies. We'll use all reserves we have to make a final push and capture one crucial enemy base.
Oh, that is very risky.
And we lucky few of the 32nd Armored Ranger Battalion have been handpicked as the vanguard.
Oh, lucky us.
Couldn't ask for a better mission, sir. Which enemy base are we targeting?
Well, he's optimistic.
Think bigger. We take this base, and we take their will to fight.
Must be an important base.
But how could any one target mean that much to... Wait, you don't mean...
You always were a clever boy, Claude. I think you've got it.
She's a little condescending, too.
Our target is the Imperial capital of Schwarzgrad. Let's fight back!
What?
Operation Northern Cross.
The year was 1935 EC. Two great powers vied to control the continent of Europa. In the east, the sun rose over the autocratic East European Imperial Alliance, a dictatorship known as the Empire. In the west, a network of loosely allied democracies banded together to form the Atlantic Federation. Both powers depended on a precious mineral, Ragnite, for their prosperity, its growing scarcity leading inevitably to war. With its overwhelming military might, the Empire captured one nation after another, while the Federation struggled to maintain unity, every battle driving them further back against the wall. 3 months have passed, with 7/10 of Europa falling to the Imperial war machine.
Ouch.
The Federation places all its hope in a desperate counterattack. Operation Northern Cross. 6 million soldiers fought in this campaign. It claimed more lives than any other in the Second European War. Federation historians call it the Eastern Theater, but the Empire knows it as the War for the Motherland.
Forward, soldiers! This is the battle you've been training for! Operation Northern Cross begins now! We'll wipe those Imperials clear off the face of Europa! Our time has come! Forward to victory!
Countless soldiers fought and died on those fields, struggling to make their ideals a reality. Ordinary people, thrust into extraordinary circumstances, fighting in the hopes that they would see a brighter future. What follows here is a record of those brave warriors, a record of that battle against the dark. Based on the diary of one Claude Wallace, the commander of the Federation's Gallian Squad E.
Maybe we are from Gallia, we're just joined the Federation? I don't know. Now I'm confused.
Chapter 1. The Battle of Fort Crest.
A new episode has been added. Obviously.
Good news, Claude. HQ has awarded you with a medal.
Yay us! A Meritus Service Medal. Received an accessory as a reward. Capped bullets. Accessories. Equipping an accessory to a soldier can boost certain stats. Your accessories can be equipped from the uniform section of the equipment menu. Try a few of them on for size. Note, you can only equip up to the number of accessories you own. Okay, so we can only equip one accessory each because we only have one. That makes sense. Okay, at this point, I think I will end the video before we start the Chapter 1. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you guys have a great day.